Hello, hope everybody is doing well. Today we wanted to take a deeper dive into understanding the new MetaPWR system. So we're going to talk about that today. So let's get started. So first off, what does MetaPWR mean? So Meta stands for metabolic health, while PWR stands for personal health realized. So thus calling MetaPWR. So it's a system designed to help optimize your specific personalized metabolic health. But what does that mean, right? So metabolic health means your body can digest and absorb nutrients from the food that you eat without the spikes in blood sugar, blood fat, and insulin. So having good metabolic health lowers your risk of challenges from metabolic imbalances. So poor diet, high levels of stress, a very relaxed or slow lifestyle will all negatively impact your metabolic health. So here are some examples of metabolic health. It's really not just about your metabolism. I know that's what we tend to think about. However, these are all examples. So your appetite, your aging and cells inside of our body, our blood sugar, our brain, energy, hair, immunity, joints, of course, our metabolism, our nails, our muscle performance and tone, muscle recovery, skin, sleep, stress, and weight are all examples of metabolic health. So if metabolic health is the foundation of our overall health, what does a crack in that foundation look like, right? So symptoms can range from brittle hair and nails, achy joints and muscles, poor sleep, hormonal imbalance, low energy, high blood pressure, chronic inflammation, chronic disease. So all of these symptoms can occur. Have you ever heard somebody that said it's just part of the aging process, right? Well, what dictates aging? So the answer to that is DNA expression. Aging is in fact an identifiable process by which genetic expression starts to dictate our cellular expression. So these cellular changes result in the aging process. So can we influence age? Modern research says yes. So what do you do when a goldfish starts to get sick? If you think about a goldfish in a bowl of water, we change out the water. So we can work on our DNA expression in a similar fashion by changing the environment our DNA bathes in. So if we can affect what's happening inside and the outside of a cell, we can change that genetic expression. So what are these epigenetic factors we can optimize? So one is nutrition, our inflammatory response, our blood sugar balance, and our mitochondrial function. Okay, so if we can optimize these 4 factors on a daily basis, we are able to take a proactive approach to aging. So first off, let's talk about nutrition. Nutrition, most of the foods that we eat today are laden with GMOs, pesticides, artificial coloring and flavorings, heavy metals, and more. So these are all resulting in that dirty fish water bowl, right? So these foods have chemical messengers that tell our DNA to express aging. So basically what we want to do is change the fishbowl's water. So here are some examples of how to do that. Go for clean protein foods like grass-fed, pasture-raised, organic, wild-caught. Get 10 to 12 servings of fruits and veggies, but mostly veggies a day. Eat healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, butter, ghee, and coconut oil while avoiding inflammatory seed oils. So basically you want to nourish and bathe your cells in healthy fats. And then supplementing, we really encourage supplementing our diet because no matter how well we're eating, we are still deficient in vitamins and minerals. So our body needs the essential vitamins and minerals every day. So when we are unbalanced, this is when our body shows signs of weakness, disease, and aging. So doTERRA has an amazing product, if you don't know already, called the Lifelong Vitality, or LLV. That's this 3-pack here pictured on the screen. That is really the foundation of really where everybody should start. I can't say enough good things about this vitamin and mineral powerhouse. So now let's talk about blood sugar. So high levels of sugar or glucose and insulin in our body are truly what accelerates the aging process. So getting rid of as much sugar in your diet as possible, especially any high fructose syrup, and read your labels. Avoid anything that ends in OSE. That typically will mean sugar. So try to get rid of as much of that as you can, and opt for natural sugars that are in fruits and honey, in moderation, of course. And then manage your cravings and healthy fats and protein with the MetaPWR Metabolic Assist, which is what's pictured here. This is a capsule that you'll take before your last meal of the day. It will help optimize your blood sugar levels while you fast until the next day. Healthy inflammatory response. So inflammation is basically gasoline on the fire of aging. Too much inflammation results in excess oxidative stress. So think about when you take a bite of an apple and you leave it out and it sits on your counter. When it sits out, as you know, it turns brown because of the oxygen, right? So a similar thing happens in our body with our tissues and our cells. When there's excess oxidative stress, this results in aging and disease. Antioxidants then negate that oxidative stress. So that's why that alpha CRS supplement that's in our lifelong vitality pack that I was just talking to is so critical and so beneficial for us. So the herbs and the polyphenols in that product take like basically a fire extinguisher in our body, thus supporting a really healthy inflammatory response. Mitochondrial function. So mitochondria is basically the powerhouse of our cells. Their job is to basically create energy for our body to use. If we don't have enough energy for our body, we're not going to feel good. We're going to get these messages that are, we're going to feel slouchy, as we're not going to feel good. And sick mitochondria also accelerates your aging and disease in your body. So MetaPWR acts as a booster for mitochondrial function. And the LLV, the lifelong vitality vitamins I was just talking about, provides that healthy foundation, while MetaPWR further optimizes and supports that foundation. So they work synergistically together, which is really amazing. So let's take a look at the metabolic blend with MetaPWR. So that's basically the heart of the system. This is a unique blend of essential oils consisting of grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon essential oils that is featured in every product in the line. So it's in every product, and basically we call it the willpower in a bottle, because ways you can use it is it helps you reduce your sugar intake daily. So you're going to want to use the metabolic blend to help curb your cravings. So are you actually hungry? I would also encourage you to boost your water intake. Add 1 to 3 drops of this metabolic blend, essential oil blend, to your water and sip that throughout the day. You can also use it topically and use it for dry brushing to help with lymphatic movement using this metabolic blend. You can use it in your lotion as well. And really create an amazing powerhouse. You can use it aromatically, topically, and internally, which is amazing. So remove refined sugar from your house. This blend actually comes in a few forms, in a beadlet form pictured here, where you can pop in your mouth throughout the day to help with sugar cravings. That you can just pop in, or in a gum form that you can take and chew. So if if it's approaching that time and you're feeling like, you want something sweet, or you're getting that urge, try to pop in one of the MetaPWR beadlets, or try taking the gum to help really curb those sugar cravings. And now let's talk about the MetaPWR Assist. So the MetaPWR Assist basically turns fat carbs into slow carbs, reducing our meal time when our blood sugar spikes. So when we experience constant spikes and crashes with our blood sugar, It contributes to poor functioning cells, cravings, physical discomfort, weight gain, and more. So when our blood sugar levels rise, the pancreas produces insulin, and then in return, insulin turns off the fat burning process. So do you prefer sugar burning or fat burning? I have to say fat burning. So something for you to know, that stress actually causes stress hormones like cortisol can raise our blood sugar levels. So it's really true. Even how we feel affects our blood sugar spike. So it's not even, we don't even have to eat anything. And we can just be under a lot of stress, and that will cause a sugar spike. So basically, you're going to take this assist, this capsule, with your largest meal of the day. Please note, if you take this in the morning with breakfast, the assist will help stabilize your energy for the rest of the day, which is pretty awesome. And then the advantage, so this is the collagen product. This is going to help reverse the signs of aging from the inside out. So it's really time to connect our metabolic age to our biologic age and kind of close that gap. So Advantage was created with optimal absorption and utilization of nutrients in mind. So it's going to help you look and feel great from the inside out. Outside, you may see that your skin is more elastic and more firm, while inside, Advantage supports your cellular function in every system of your body. So cognitive function, lean muscle mass, joints, and tissues. And it's going to really help to slow the signs of aging from the inside out. So remember, on the outside of our skin reveals what's going on the inside. So how does Advantage differ from other collagen products? I'm going to first talk about the doTERRA difference, and then we'll talk about others. But doTERRA's collagen is a proprietary marine sourcing of their collagen using 9 specific types of tripeptide collagens, which I'll talk about in a minute a little bit more. It makes for a very specific building blocks and has actually 12 times the absorption rate, which is phenomenal. And the emphasis is really on the delivery system. So because it is in a powder form where we just open that packet and add water, you're not, you're not buying water. I mean, you're purchasing the actual powder, all the actual ingredients that you need to help you feel good from the inside out. It's powered by pure sourced NMN, which we'll talk about in a minute too. There is no emulsifiers. It is sweetened with fermented stevia. It's more stable. There's no liquid. And it's more shareable as a single stick pack. So it's easily, you can throw it in your bag if you're on the go, if you're traveling. It's really easy to carry around with you. Other collagen products out there, they're not going to be pure or clean. As we all know, doTERRA has a really high standard for their products. Others might even contain some toxic ingredients. Usually they're pasteurized if it's in liquid form. Also, a lot of them are sweetened with sugar and juices when they are in a liquid form as well. The raw collagen material only, it can be hijacked as a fuel source or only offer certain collagen types. So as I said, doTERRA has 9 different types of specific tripeptide collagens, which is awesome. The body has to digest it into usable form. So other collagen products out there, they are not using the tripeptides, which I'll talk about in a minute. But the other collagen products out there, our body has to digest those and to be able to actually use them. So you might see like maybe small differences. You might not see any differences when taking it, because your body has to be able to digest it to use it. And there's really no other complementary ingredients in other collagen products out there. So let's talk a little bit more about the Advantage and what's in the actual ingredients. As I said, the Advantage contains 9 different types of marine collagen sourced from Italian fish. This collagen is in tripeptide form, meaning it's already pre-digested. Most collagen is a hydrolyzed peptide, meaning the body has to digest it in order to be able to use it. So doTERRA's is different. It's a tripeptide. It's pre-digested, which is awesome. Additionally, the body is able to use tripeptides for specific functions in the body versus hydrolyzed peptides, thus building from a cell to skin fashion. So that's why you're going to see, immediate results. Advantage also contains NMN, NADH, resveratrol, vitamin C, sea buckthorn fruit extract, enriched yeast, red orange fruit extract, hyaluronic acid, grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon essential oils. So these ingredients were really meticulously thought out and added for their effects on slowing down biological aging process and extending our health span and creating vitality. So really, Advantage was built for the whole body synergistically. So it's pretty amazing. Some more facts about collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. There are 28 different types of collagen that make up our bones, skin, nails, cartilage, tendons, etc. The production of collagen declines with age. So as I was saying, tripeptides are specific peptides that do specific jobs. So specific tripeptides, that means superior absorption. So as I said earlier, it's 12 times more absorbing than any other collagen out there. One sachet equals 3 grams of usable quality tripeptide protein, or what would be equivalent to 36 grams of collagen peptides. Each tripeptide supports different biological systems from bone and cartilage strength to skin elasticity. So it really is a personalized product. So some ingredient shout outs, talked about, NAD. Basically, that is the master molecule. It keeps our cells younger for longer, but declines as we age. It is necessary for life. So without NAD, we die in seconds. Cells use NAD to produce energy and activate proteins that support a healthy DNA. Signs of aging begin to appear at age 25. This is when NAD begins to decline and metabolic function declines as well. I've also talked about NMN, which is a precursor to NAD, and something you don't produce on your own. So you do not produce NMN. It fuels the body and helps improve levels of NAD rapidly. NMN works synergistically with resveratrol to produce an even better result. It acts basically as an accelerator. So this combination gets your cells to function like they are younger. Remember, nutrition and metabolism have a synergistic effect on your health and overall wellness. So the metabolic approach to healthy aging applied. So how would you apply this to your daily routine? And this is what I do. So in the morning, I start off, I take my Lifelong Vitality, my LLV pack. I'll take, 2 of each, which is half of the dose. I do it in the morning and I do the other half later on. I have my coffee. I do intermittent fasting, so I do not eat breakfast. So I'm fasting during the morning. At lunchtime, I break my fast with a healthy, nutritious lunch. After that meal, I will take 1 MetaPWR Assist. Also, after the meal or throughout the day, I would suggest taking a glass of water, a glass mug, adding a few drops of the MetaPWR Metabolic Oil Blend to your water, and then drinking that. At dinner time, of course, having a healthy dinner. Again, after your meal, take 1 MetaPWR Assist capsule. Again, a glass of water with 1 to 3 drops of the Metabolic Essential Oil Blend. The MetaPWR Advantage that I was just talking about, that you mix with water, it's a powder, so you're going to want to put it in a glass mason jar or a thermos. Add water and only use either room temperature or cold water when mixing your Advantage. I have a little handheld mixer that I just mix it and then I'll drink it. You want to drink it within at least a minute. So you don't want it to sit too long. It's going to give you a lot more advantage if you drink it within a minute. And then your body will know exactly what to do with all that stuff I was just talking about. You can play with it, either take the Advantage at night, at lunch, or in the morning. It's really up to you when you want to take the Advantage product. And then, of course, taking your other half of your Lifelong Vitality product as well, the vitamins. So that's like a sample idea of how you can bring this MetaPWR system into your life. And then, of course, throughout the day, supplementing with the beadlets and the gum that I was talking about as well to help curb those cravings. and see if that helps. I have been on it for about 45 days now, and I am noticing differences, skin feeling a little more tighter, and just overall really good differences. I'm going to be continuing the product for another at least 30 to 40 days, and I'll share my thoughts after that. I did take some before pictures, so we'll see how that looks and how that pans out. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, please reach out to us at any time. Have a great day. God bless. Take care.